Hey, salute, salute. Please come into the room. Check us out. I'm Red Planet P, and today we're talking about dating and the genetic lottery. That's what we're talking about today. How much does looks affect the dating market? How much of your sexual marketplace value help you in the dating market? This is what we're talking about today. Get into the room, get into the room. Get into the room. Get into the room. As you walk into the room, please hit the like button. It helps the algorithm. More people can see it. Please hit that like button when you come in the room. As soon as you come in the room, please hit the like button. Basically, today's stream is about hitting the genetic lottery and how does that affect you in the dating market. I have some little cousins on my father's side, light skinned, really attractive guys, super pretty boy dudes. And out of all my buddies, all my friends, they're the only guys that have no trouble out of their women, no problems out of their women. Their women fall in line. Their women don't give them no headaches. Their women are very submissive to them, obedient to them, listen to them, and completely hold them down, and are real girlfriends and wives to my little cousins. And I'm not hating on them. I'm glad for them. But what I see out of them, it seems that they are the only men that I know in my life that have no problems out of their females. Their females fully submit to them. Everybody else I know are having problems upon problems upon problems upon problems with their women. But my little cousins, they have no problems out of their women. And I believe a major part of it is because they have hit the genetic lottery. They're very attractive, handsome dudes, and it seems like that is the recipe. That's what's going on. I think most of the B dubs, most of the sisterhood are dating purely for looks, which is fine, I guess. But I think, the smart way to do it would be to look at the person's character as well. But, you can do whatever you want. When I see them and I ask them how things are, there are definitely no women problems. But when I go to other brothers, they have a lot of issues with their women. So I want to ask this question in the chat. Does the sexual marketplace value create more submissive women? If you're a man with high sexual marketplace value, does that create more submissiveness out of your girlfriend, out of your spouse? If a man hit the genetic lottery, will his woman be more submissive? Will his woman be more submissive? Please hit the like button. It helps me in the algorithm. But that's my question. Hit me up in the chat. Let me know how you feel. If a man has hit the genetic lottery, will his woman be more submissive to him? Is it all about looks? How much does charisma play into this? How much does game play into this? Is there any hope for the rest of us? How much does the sexual marketplace value of a man? How much of hitting the genetic lottery matters in relationships to get a good and submissive woman? What do you think? Please hit the like button too as you come in. Does it matter? Marriage, politics, and sports, my man, all paid. Looks for black women way more than money on the short term. Well, let me ask you this. Do you think with black women, this is gonna be a little sticky. Do you think for black women, looks or character is the bigger determining factor for those women? Or modern women, do you think they're choosing their men off of looks or off of their character? What do you think? Looks, looks for sure. I agree. I agree. It is age dependent though. Let me ask you this question. Do you think that a lot of problems that our sisters, our black women, are having with their baby daddies, boyfriends, husbands, are because of how they pick, them picking off of looks and not as much on the character or no mix of looks and character? Do you think the way they pick boyfriends, the way they pick husbands, is the reason why they're having a lot of the difficulty that it seems that they have? What do you think? Is it because of their looks? Because of just choosing off of looks, they're having the issues that they're having. They say that the men are deadbeats, the men are no good. Some of these men are abusive. Some of these men are lazy, won't work. is the reason that they're having these problems because of how they pick. That's what I want to know. If you come into the room, please hit the like button. Likes are free. Please hit the like button. Help a brother out. What do you think? Do you think some of the issues a lot of sisters are having with their significant others is because of how they pick? They may be picking just off of looks and not enough off of character. Or doesn't matter. All these guys are just no good. Even the less attractive guys are no good. All the guys are just no good, and the women don't have a choice. The women don't have a say because all of the black men they have to choose from are lazy, abusive, and bums, and this and that and the third. What they say that a lot of black men are. Is it because of how they pick, the way they pick their men? Is it because of that? That's what I would like to know. Anybody in the chat, let me know what you think. Is it because they pick off of looks and sexual marketplace value of those men? Is that one of the major reasons why the community is in the way that it is right now? Okay, my man, our pain in marriage, politics, and sports, all of the trauma they have is based on their bad choices in men. A female's age of discernment often comes when it's too late, especially if they have illegitimate kids. I would agree. I would agree. Um, but one thing I would like to say though, you said that it's because the age of discernment comes too late. I would argue that I see a lot of older women doing the same thing. I see a lot of older women not picking a man off of any of his character, purely off of second sexual marketplace value, purely off of looks. I think the older women, I think the older women are doing it as well. I think the older women are picking off of looks and no character as well. Um, that is a I don't know. Some of them wake up. Some of the women wake up and say, "Hey, I'm gonna choose better. I'm gonna pick better. I'm gonna get a provider." Usually is after they have 3 or 4 kids and they have gone through the ringer with this male, and it's been a very very tough ride for them. It's been a rough ride for them, and now they say, "Hey, I'm gonna get somebody that has good character, a hardworking man, a family man, an honest man, a man of good character." That's what they do after they've been through the ringer with their baby daddies. That's what seems to be the case. Okay, marriage, politics, and sports says that is true, but the older women are on Kinder G looking for a high value man. Yeah, that's facts. That's facts. That's facts. They are. They are looking for a higher value man. But would they but it seems like to me they want the full package when that when they're looking for a high value man, it seems like it's a guy that's making half a million, a guy that's making $1 million, a guy that's making 2 million, $3 million a year, but he's wrapped up also in a pretty boy facade, a pretty boy looks. So they want a guy that's making $5 or $6 million that looks like Shamar Moore, or a guy that's making $6 million that has the 3 6s, the 6 pack, 6 foot, 6 inches, 6 million. So it seems like they want perfection. Seems like they want perfection. That's what seems like is going on out here. You know, what do you think? Do you think that they're realistic at all? Do you think that do you think that it's because they just want help? Is it just because they want help now? Is it just because they want help? Um, you know, a lot of women, they get to the point where this guy that they were dealing with, I remember the rapper Slim Thug was talking about Cassie, and he said she got him the white guy that she wanted, but she had love with that white guy. She really loved him, but that apartment started getting smaller and smaller. The bills started piling up. And then she says, "Hey, I'm gonna go hit up P Diddy for 100 million or a million, whatever she got, because the love that I feel that I have is not paying the bills, is not taking care of me." So, is it a case that these women are just seeking help at this point? That they don't care about the relationship. They don't care about the guy. They just that's all it is. As you come into the room, please hit the like button, share, and subscribe. We're trying to raise the channel up and bring awareness to what's going on out here, because it's wild. It's wild what's going on out here these days. Please hit the like button. Anybody that comes into the room. So, what do you think? Are women just seeking help in these cases, or are they really seeking a husband? Are they really? See, we got marriage, politics, and sports says is various in degrees, but all women want some kind of provision from men. That's true. That's true. And he also hit us with this: marriage, politics, and sports is coming to a point that as black men, we need to move past what women want and focus on what we want in a woman, and leave the woman to their own devices. Can we do that? Okay, that's what I'm gonna ask you now. Can can we do that with modern women? Can we do that with modern women? Yes. Now, do you think that do you think that passports are a better choice? Do you think that passports are a better option? Now, I am not full on passport, bro, but I've definitely seen a difference. I've dated African women, and I've seen the soft spokenness and the very submissive nature of African women. I've never dated a Hispanic woman. I've never dated an Asian young woman. But I have dated a few African women, and I've noticed the difference in their personalities versus American black women. And I don't knock American black women. This is just what I've seen. I'm just saying what I've seen is all I can do. But do you think that passports is a better option because of the way women pick men, or that they're only looking for help after they have 3 or 4 kids and they're in their 40s to 50s? Are they only looking for help? So do you think that a better option would be to get your passport and chuck the whole system, or would it be better to fight it out here in America with the American black woman? Marriage, politics, and sports says a passport is just one option, but there are still great women right here in the good old US of A. Black men simply need to expand outside of the black race if it comes to that. Oh, they really gonna be unhappy with that one. They're not gonna like you for that one. They don't like brothers. Do you know how bad they talked about Jonathan Majors when they saw he had a white woman? You know how bad they talked about the brother off of the Power show that plays Ghost, Amari Hardwick. How bad they talked about him. You know how bad they talked about the brother that's that businessman that gave all their money to the male graduates of the Atlanta colleges that time. The sisterhood really frowns on us dating. They're depolicing. They're trying to depolice us dating, or black men dating white women. That's really a sore spot. Marriage, politics, and sports says every man needs a passport. Period. I agree. I agree. I haven't been out the country. I've never traveled outside the country. I want to take a trip to Toronto just to check it out. I hear they have a high Jamaican population in Toronto, but I wouldn't be going like to date. I would just, want to check out the city, check out what Toronto's like, be out the country for one time, and just out of curiosity. We have to stop giving a about what black women think. Mm, I would agree. I would agree. Um, I think that we've always, as black men, we've always looked at um, we owe the community something. We owe the community. We have to stand for the community. And then when I see on the other side, our sisters, they are doing what would help the community. They're doing what they want. Them having kids for this guy that doesn't have a job, doesn't have a phone, doesn't have anything going. I've seen women have kids for guys that can't even maintain a phone. I mean, I've never heard of a man that cannot maintain a cell phone. I've never heard of that. I've seen women have trouble keeping their phone on or keeping a phone, but I've never heard of a man that cannot maintain a cell phone. And it's a woman and it's women that give babies to guys like that that have kids, not just one, not just two, but three and four kids to men that can't even maintain a phone, that have nothing to offer. And I think it boils down to a lot of that. The problems that's going on in our community are because of the choices that our women make. They're having kids for guys with no jobs, no ambition, that are abusers, that have poor character. But the only thing that matters is their sexual marketplace value. The only thing that matters is if they hit the genetic lottery. And what's going on is that when they have kids for these guys, there's no one to raise the sons. There's no one to raise the daughters. The daughters become prostitutes, and the sons become thugs and gangsters and criminals, or sometimes in the alphabet community. And then what happens is that affects the whole community. And then we're the black men that are successful are called upon to clean up the mess. That's the only time we're valued in the black community, in my personal opinion, is when they call us to clean up the mess that these women have made. And it's not all black women, but a lot of them really, really cannot pick a good guy, cannot pick a guy to really have a child with or children with. So this is one of my last questions. Can we fix it? Hey, my man Mace Taggart, Money Mace, the Mace from the Bronx. What up, Mace? Salute, Mace. I'm praying my Ravens, my Baltimore Ravens, get to that Super Bowl, baby. I'm praying them Ravens. We need Lamar. The city needs one. The city needs another ring, man. The city needs another championship because my Orioles ain't doing nothing. Happy New Year to you also, Mace. What can we do about it? What can we do if if we drill this into their heads through these podcasts, through these videos? Will it make a difference in these women and the choices that they make? And the choices that they make for the guys that they have kids with, the guys that they deal with, or it was it's nothing gonna help this situation. Okay, my man, marriage, politics, and sports says no. We cannot fix what's broken, but men can usher in a new and improved community. Okay, so basically, my man Mace Taggart says too much collateral damage between black men and black women, unfortunately. So it sounds like y'all both are having the same consensus. Y'all are saying go overseas, get a foreign wife, or get a woman in the States that actually is cooperative, whether she's Latina, Asian, or Indian. Get a woman from the States that is of not our community. Is there any way to meet a black woman that will submit. I spelled it all messed up. Is there any way that is there any hope or any way that we can meet as single brothers and single guys that's looking an American black woman that will submit, that will submit to us, that will be a good wife to us, that will be a good spouse? Is there any way that a woman in the states, or is that just do you believe that's just over with? It's just time to move on. What do you think? Do you think there's any? You think there's any hope? Do you think it's any hope that we can meet a woman, a black American FBA foundational black American woman in the United States of America that will submit, that will cooperate, that will cook, clean, be a traditional wife to a man that is a real provider? Is it possible anymore, or is it that's no way? There's no way that's gonna happen. I'm having my doubts. Uh, it doesn't look good, but is there any way if we go to the right church, if we go to the right event, if we go to the colleges or somewhere, is there somewhere there's American black women that will submit and be a good wife? Mace Taggart says this: Red Planet, nah family, just go overseas where black women are. Brazil, Panama City, Costa Rica, Guyana. No black women have no respect for the black man, unfortunately. ICON. Oh my God. Nate says it's just not gonna happen. He says just go overseas. It looks like everybody. I don't know if y'all peeped this, but also Anton Daniels says now get your passports. Anton Daniels says get your passports. And the reason why I think that's significant also is because Anton Daniels was staunchly against the passport bros movement. He was against men getting passports and saying it's a bad idea. But I think things have gotten so wild out here and so crazy that even Anton Daniels of the Millionaire Morning Show says, "Brothers, you need to go get your passports. Don't play in this sandbox no more. Get you a passport." Even Anton Daniels says this, and I would definitely have to agree. It doesn't look good, but I think the passport is definitely the way to go. And I actually really, really agree with that. That's crazy. That's crazy. There's no changing them. There's no changing them. Marriage, politics, and sports says, I say men should continue to vet at home, but all options should be open. That's something to definitely think about too. There may be an opportunity from other women of other groups, but a lot of sisters, I feel like they don't. They don't feel we deserve, not all black women, but a lot of black women feel like we don't deserve to be treated with that respect. We don't deserve to be treated as a husband, as the provider, as the king. Um, Me personally, I want to be the king of my castle. Um, I was in, I'm divorced, and I know what it feels like not to be the king of your castle. And I know what it feels like to put your all into something and you just get disrespected and you just get unappreciated and you provide and protect for this person who doesn't see you as worthy. And I don't want to ever go through that again. Never again. Marriage, politics, and sports says black women in general have priced themselves out of the market because of feminist programming. I agree. I agree. I agree. The feminist movement has caused a lot of damage specifically to our community. It's caused some damage to the dominant society or the bigger society, but it has caused a lot of damage to the black community. Our black women have lost respect for us. They've lost, you know, the view. They've gotten a view that our value is not that important. As you come in, please hit the like button. Please hit that like button and help the algorithm. I really appreciate it. They've lost a lot of respect for us, and the feminist movement have taught them they don't need no man. I can do it by myself. I'm independent. These men are deadbeats and losers. They lazy. They bums. That's what they're getting from this feminist indoctrination, this feminist programming that our pain was just talking about. But this is one thing I've always noticed with the feminism. When the white women talk this feminist talk, is lip service. Is lip service. They go home to their husbands. They submit to their husbands. I've even seen a white man that's kind of effeminate, not even manly man, and that woman submits to him fully. She fully admits to that man, and he's effeminate. He's feminine actor, and sisters take the feminist lines and the feminist ideals, and they go and say, "The hell with that black man. He ain't nothing. He ain't spit, and I don't need him." Marriage, politics, and sports says Mars. I'm going to keep talking about men being the gatekeepers of marriage on BMU's channel tomorrow at 6. Definitely, if you in here, check out BMU Black Man's channel at 6. Our pain is talking about men being the gatekeepers of marriage, which is very true. It's getting rough. It's getting rough out here, and I feel like we do need each other as black men and black women, but they have to come to the table. They have to. I think they have to straighten up. You know, it's a lot of action that our sisters are going to have to take. They're going to have to be reprogrammed from this feminist stuff This feminist stuff is poison our community. The feminist, excuse me, the feminism is really caused a lot of damage in the black community. And that's the one of the last questions I want to ask. Is there any way to reprogram our women from feminist program? Thank you. I agree we do need each other. Marriage, politics, and sports says, I agree we do need each other. And yes, there needs to be reprogramming. However, only a small number of women and men, for that matter, will be saved. That's true. That's true. But I want to hit y'all with this last question. Is there any way to reprogram our women from the feminist line of thinking? Is there any way to get our women to turn their backs on feminism? Can it happen? Can we get our black women to turn their backs on feminism? Is there any way to stop feminism? Marriage, politics, and sports basically says no, there's no way to stop it. One thing I think though, I don't know if it's gonna stop it. We have to keep platforms like this, platforms like marriage, politics, and sports with our pain, platforms like Black Man's Channel. We have to keep talking about it, but I think we need to debate as much as we can. Anybody that labels themselves a feminist, anybody that calls themselves feminist, I support feminist talking points. I think we have to debate them as much as we can, to talk to them, counter their arguments as much as they can, and then we need to put it out to the masses and let them see our debates with feminists and feminism. And I think that's the only way that we might can wake up some of our black women that feminism is the wrong path. Um, I'm about to wrap this up. Thank you for coming out. If you have, please hit the like. If you haven't, please hit the like button on your way out. Please hit that like button to help with the algorithm. Um, Anybody that's left in the chat, do you have any closing thoughts? Any closing thoughts on this situation between uh, black men and the sisterhood, feminism, and how women pick off of sexual marketplace value and looks over substance, the looks over character? Uh, does anybody have any closing thoughts on these issues? Please hit me up with your closing thoughts, and we're gonna be wrapping it up in about another couple minutes. Let me know what your closing thoughts are, and we can see what we could try to put out there. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for supporting. I really appreciate you. Thanks, all paid. Thanks, Money Mace, my Murder Mace, like Bad Boy Mace. Um, Thanks for everybody watching in the clouds. I really appreciate it. Um, if you have any closing thoughts, let me know. If not, I guess in about 20, 30 seconds, I'm gonna close it out. Thanks for coming out, checking me out, and talking this topic. I think this was a great topic. I think we talked about a lot of issues, and we put out some stuff out here. So hopefully we can try to make a little difference in our community. Okay, my man, marriage, politics, and sports. Good topic, and I agree. We need to talk about these issues. By the way, be sure to pop in on Wednesday on my channel for the sports show. Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern. Definitely, definitely, I will definitely do that. Well, I think everybody's ready to get up out of here. Thank you so much for coming through, everybody. I appreciate you. Much love, everybody. Um, Check me out on the next time. And, thanks a lot for the support. I appreciate it. Peace. I'm up out of here.